All right, hi everyone. Welcome to week 10. And so week 10 is going to be our exam 2 week, as you anticipated from our course schedule. So exam 2 is just going to be on chapter 4. So this is the exam 2 video. You can find this right here in exam 2 video. Watch, just go over guidelines for this exam 2. So it's pretty similar to what we did for a previous exam, right? So this would be a shorter video without me having to explain like a lot of the detail. It's just pretty similar to the setup. Um, Only difference is that let me click on the assignment, is that the content's different and that the last day to do is a little different. So before I did Thursday morning to Sunday midnight. I think I'm just gonna change that to Monday midnight, okay? Because some of you guys work during the week and you do stuff on the weekend, or vice versa. Some of you guys work on the weekend. You only have the days to do your schoolwork. So I gave us a couple options, like, you have a Thursday and a Friday and a Monday to do the exam, or you have a Saturday and Sunday. So whichever one works for you. But it's really much the same guidelines where there's questions you got to do. It's on my open math, and there's a time limit. All right, 2 hours and 30 minutes, just like last time. So this one might take you a little longer to do than the previous one because these questions, as you know, take quite a while to do. Like variation of parameters, undetermined coefficients, reduction of order, right? So these take a little longer, so you might eat up more of that time, but I still believe like this should be done in like maybe 90 minutes, okay? If you're really up with the material and you feel pretty confident, all right? But everyone's different, use up all the time you need, but it is a timer. So when you start it, make sure you ask like what's going on. Are you ready to start? You sitting down, you're ready to go. So you started, and then yeah, so this pops up right here. It's pretty much the same thing as a previous exam one, right? Like timed exam, and there's guidelines, all right. Only thing different is the material. So this is about chapter 4. So all the stuff we did in chapter 4. And yeah, same thing as last time, like 2 hours and 30 minutes. There's a clock timer. Write down your complete solutions to each question. All right, then if you start this exam, you agree to these four components. So, um, I met with a couple of you guys about the previous exam and then caught a couple uh, plagiarism and cheating and with the last exam. So, this is still on the table. All right, got to submit your work. You got to show your work for everything, especially these problems because they take a lot of steps, some of them. And then if it looks like AI, which that happened, just straight up AI, it's going to get a 0. And then if I want to meet with you and you don't comply, then it's going to get a 0. Okay. So that happened last time. It's going to happen again if this criteria isn't met. So make sure you do all your work, submit it within 15 minutes of your last timestamp. Like I could see the timestamps. And yeah, it's pretty much the same guidelines as last time, right? So make sure to just have everything logistically ready. No technical issues when you start, because I'm not having it. All right. So that's pretty much the same guidelines. And then once you're done, you want to submit your work right here, right below. Um, sometimes I'm like, where do I submit the work? Well, it's right below in the module. There's not much places to look in the Canvas shell. It's literally like right here, exam 2 work submission, submit. Um, so make sure you know where to submit it. All right, so go right here, submit your work within 15 minutes. All right, and then you're good to go. All right, and then same thing as last time. If you get something wrong, I'm not gonna give it like a 0 unless there's no work shown. But if you do some partial work, you couldn't get the answer, then I'll give you some partial credit. All right, and one other thing too is that um, you have like kind of two attempts on a problem. One, the first attempt is like just in case excuse me, let me go back to modules. Just in case you typed in something wrong and you notice it, So you have kind of two attempts on a single problem to get it right. All right. So that's just a safety net. All right. Um, and so that's kind of the setup with exam two. Same thing as exam one. Um, just might take a little longer, different content, but same idea. All right. Make sure hopefully you guys are watching this. I know a lot of you guys don't watch these videos, unfortunately. Um, and it's just how we keep up with the class, all right? But all right, good luck on the exam, and then let me know if you have any questions beforehand, all right? Okay, take care.